now watching Dragon Ball Fighters.
Between Goku and Vegeta, based on extensive playtesting, I would say Vegeta's probably going to get better, or going to be better overall. He's got a natural crouching low, and it's rapid fireable, which makes him inherently very good in Dragon Ball Fighters. He does very good damage, and he has some corner loops that take some timing practice, but lead to ridiculous solo damage only with one bar. I think some of his specials are only okay, but some stuff is probably going to end up being really good, but doesn't have as effective an assist as Super Saiyan Vegeta. But my god, man, access to some things in the corner that no other version of Vegeta can do. So, let's start. His jab string is only okay, and his auto combo does lead for an auto relaunch, and is pretty easy to set up into. I personally love the way it looks, how he kicks your ass and then blows you up. I always love that stuff. Crouching short is rapid fire, and his crouching medium is about the same as you expect, so it's great. They're both really quick and they're really good. His jumping attacks and all the other stuff is very similar to the others, and I very much like it. Doink, and yeah, Vegeta combos, right? This is where it gets kind of interesting because he's sort of a mixture of the other Vegetas. He's got this multi-kick thing, and this one's like Super Saiyan Vegeta. Regular kick strike, not amazing, but it's okay. Medium causes a wall bounce. If you have super dash kick in the air, auto combo light into it works really well, but at the same time, it doesn't do as much damage as some of the other multi-hit ones that Vegeta has. So I'm not a huge fan of it, especially ending combos. I like to get him back down to the ground. In terms of his other specials, Fireball back with any attack is a teleporting knee strike, and on block or on hit, you can control where this goes. You hold down, you can, neutral, it jumps back, you hold forward, and he actually goes forward in position. So, on block, you can get some very interesting stuff, like a dirty-ass cross-up. Unfortunately, you can totally down-H this, but if you want to delay the attack, that would be some fantastic damage. But I don't think heavies work. So, same thing applies to this one, and same thing for the EX one. Interestingly enough, landing this move in a combo is kind of weird, and one of the only really effective ways you can do it, because it does cause a ground bounce and proper splat if you do the medium and heavy versions. But if you go for an air combo, down heavy into the medium won't work, but down heavy into the EX will. So it gets them immediately back down, and you can be right in their face, ready to go. So that's bad. That's not bad, and I think that'll be useful. The problem is that if you're further in the combo, landing the EX one usually doesn't work very well, because you need a lot of hit stun. So it's an interesting move, but it can be 2H'd, which is scary to say the least. Now about his other moves, Ki Blasts is basic Vegeta stuff, but the really interesting one, similar to Goku, is that he's got a very curious regular Ki Blast in the air. So he can do an overhead, or he can all do a down one. And you can angle the down one. You do down back, you get this. You do neutral down, you get that. And you do down forward, you chuck one really far. And I kind of love it. This sets up for situations like this. And, well, if that didn't go in the wrong direction, you can do that. So the whole point is that you can knock the opponent down and then make them eat a meaty fireball. And that is very good. I kind of love that thing, because this shit, you can rapid fire. I think you can even do a regular one into a... Nope. Yeah, you can do multiple. So I like this move. It's going to be set up monster, but the cool part about it is that you get this. You can air dash after it. So I love that aspect. His Ki Blast attack. This can also be angled in several directions. Hold down, it goes straight. Neutral goes up a little bit, and if you press back, I think if you press up, yeah, up, it goes like straight up. And these also can be dash canceled. So pretty good, and I think he might be a setup monster on top of having some really, really, really great shit that you can actually put into the corner. So I kind of love that about him, but I'll have to get good at the timing and the meaty timing of all these attacks, because it's going to take some very specific setups to make this good. The command grab. So Vegeta's also got a command grab, although It's not great. It looks like it should grab you if you're crouching, but it doesn't. This move specifically only grabs standing opponents from what I understand. I love what he says, though. Wait for it. Say something different, you shithead. That's the good one. But if you actually have the opponent crouching, it doesn't work, which is the weirdest looking thing. Only works on standing oppositions, and it also works specifically on hard knockdowns. But you have to get a little bit better. Chuck. I don't think you get any follow-ups after it. No. You can probably do a vanishing attack and stuff like that, but it really depends what you're going for. This does adjust the damage a little bit. The nice thing is that it sets up for some great situations, and if you do it at some points, you can do super after. If the combo's too long, that absolutely doesn't work, though. But it definitely works with a couple of his other super attacks, and you just do them right after this thing. But not all OTGs. It has to specifically be a sliding smash OTG for it to work, and there's no EX version of this anyway, so it is interesting. Outside of that, super-wise, he's got a very similar super to VEGETA Blue, which I think does a little bit. Actually, that's the only level 1 he has, and it does work in the air as well. This is good on hard knockdown, so that works just fine. And also this, I like to do down heavy after the second double jump, and that puts him in the perfect position for another super. So it's a good effective super, and it's a beam super, which is nice. That means you can get other things in there very easily, and it's not cinematic. So I dig it. I dig it a lot. The other one, though, which is his level 3. This thing seems to do really good damage, and sets up for great OTG situations, so get one of these, level 3. And that shit isn't bad at all. It's also good because it's a on-screen working super, just like regular Vegeta. So it's always there, it's not a cinematic, and if you throw other supers during it, you can kind of just collide all your damage together into one giant crazy beam. His assist, I actually like a lot. Usually colliding with beam assists of some kind can be a little difficult, but for some reason, when you try to do just like a launcher into a smash or a knockdown into normal Vegeta's assist, it just works. Works really good with the other Vegetas as well, and this guy too. Probably helps that all these characters have very similar normals, but it seems to complement VEGETA Blue and regular Vegeta quite well. So I like his assist, especially for combo extensions. But overall, I think Vegeta's really good, and where this character really shines is his combos. But mid-screen, you can expect the basic Vegeta stuff. That's great damage by itself, to be honest. It's really not that bad. This should do like over 6,000 almost. Yeah, 6,300. That is not bad at all. Yeah, so doing 5,800 damage, almost 6K on a level 1 in the corner is ridiculous. That combo has a very specific timing, and if you emulate that timing, it is pretty reliable, but it's going to be tough to do online, especially if you're beyond 2 frames, which is I'm at right now. And he does have some interesting variations. Good lord, yeah, 7,100 damage solo.